Hello everybody, happy Thursday. Welcome to my beauty channel. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm going to show you a really great smoky eye tonight. I have been doing Valentine's Day looks for the last couple of weeks in January. So the first week I showed you guys chocolate, and then last week I did roses. Now this week I'm going to do a smoky eye and a bright red lip, and then next week I'm going to cover champagne. So as you guys are hopping on here, let me know you're on here. Say hello. Let me know you're here and you're watching. I'm a little bit late tonight. My dog groomer decided today. I took Cooper to get groomed. He's my baby. So if you don't know, my dog Cooper, he is my baby. And I took him to get groomed today, and then she texted me and she said if you don't know him, he's a little aggressive. He can be a little aggressive sometimes. And anyway, she fired us. So I have been a little worked up because I was like, somebody rejected my baby, right? So if you guys are in the Grand Rapids area, hit me up with all of your dog groomers. All your dog groomers. Oh, has that ever happened to anybody else before, or am I all by myself over here? Because I was really frustrated. Because our dogs, our puppies, they are like our life, right? Like, I don't know if you guys are like that too, but my dog is my baby. He is my baby. Okay, so what I just did is I just put on some eye primer. We're going to get started. So we always start with the primers. So I just put on some eye primer. Next, I'm going to put on a little bit of lip primer. Here we go. Okay, so now I have on eye primer and lip primer. I always like to start with the primers, and the main reason is I like to wait a few minutes so that they can kind of dry for a second before I put anything else on the top. So just put on my eye primer and my lip primer, and today let me show you what we are going to cover. Let me just show you. Hang on, I gotta get my brushes out real quick. Okay, so today this is the color combinations that we're gonna show. So I already put on right up here, there's a contour and a highlight. So I already put on my contour and my highlight. The contour and highlight that I'm using is I used right here, this one is Latte. And then over here is glazed. And then we have all of these eyeshadows down there. Okay, so, oh, Dana, okay, good. I'm glad you were fired from your groomer too, because I was like, oh my gosh, I was heartbroken. I was like, am I the only one that this has ever happened to? So that makes me feel a little bit better. Thank you, Dana. Okay, so right here, I'm going to show you these color combinations. So we have, these are the grays. These are my favorite grays. We do have a really beautiful black matte eyeshadow as well. So if you want to take this eyeshadow to even the next level and make it a little bit darker, then it's called Onyx, and it's beautiful. But I like it a little bit lighter. So I did not mix the Onyx in tonight. But if you like it darker, then you absolutely can. But these are the colors that I'm going to show tonight. And I'm going to tell you what they are. So right here is Crystalline. The bright white is Crystalline. In the middle, we have Cashmere Haze. Over here on the outside, we have Smoky Quartz. Right up here is Shadow. In the middle is Stormy. And then right over here is Granite. So those are the colors that I'm going to use tonight. I love a good gray eye. Hi, you guys. Hello. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Anne-Marie. Thanks for hopping on here with me. Okay, so, and I'm also going to do a bright red lip. Anne-Marie, this is totally up your alley because you love red lips. I'm not a huge red lip gal, but I am going to demo it for you guys tonight. So get excited about that. First, I'm going to do my eyes though. So like I said, I already put on the primer if you're just now tuning in. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to be using, let me see, I'm really only going to use 3 brushes tonight. Just about. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to use, these are the 3 brushes that I use most times that I do my shadow. I'm going to use the blending brush, the all over shadow brush, and the eye smudger brush. So here are my 3. And I'm going to get started with the blending brush. I do love to start with kind of like the outer corner first. I'm going to start with shadow, which is right here. It's that darker matte color. I'm going to put a little bit right on the outer corner of my eye. And if you just watched me do that, I barely touched in, and look at how much pigmentation there is. So watch this time. Okay, so like 2 taps, and that's all I'm going to do. So a lot of times with these darker colors, especially the matte ones, you need just a hair, just a touch of them, because the pigmentation, it's so dark and so pigmented. So make sure you're not overusing the eyeshadows, because that was my biggest problem at first when we came out with these Chroma Fusion eyeshadows, because our eyeshadows before, they were mineral based, and they were good eyeshadows, but they did not have the pigmentation that these do. These have the pigmentation of very professional eyeshadows. So with that said, you don't need as much. You just don't need as much. So, all right. Hi, Mary. Oh, you guys have gone through a couple dog groomers too. I know, it's crazy. So like I said, if you guys are in the Grand Rapids area, hit me up with your dog groomers if you love them. Or if you know of somebody who's a dog groomer in the Grand Rapids area. Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's where we're at. Because my little Cooper, I love him so much. Oh my goodness. I know he can, dogs always have personalities, right? But of course he's like my kid, so I love him so much. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in a little bit of this one right here. It's called Cashmere Haze. And this is week 3 too, so you guys have been tuning in for a couple weeks for these Valentine's Day looks. So now we're into week 3 though, so now I would love to know which ones are you loving the most. We went over roses, we did chocolate, this week is the smoky eye, and next week will be champagne, which will be kind of like golden sparkly colors. So really pretty light golden sparkly. Okay, so I mixed a little bit of that Cashmere Haze over the top. Now, the reason that I did that is I love to mix the mattes, but I love to take a darker color first and then put a lighter color over it because I think it blends better. So first I did the shadow, and then I put a little bit of that Cashmere Haze over the top. And I have not added anything else to it here in probably about a minute. I'm just blending, and this is just to make sure that there's no harsh lines or anything before we keep going. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my all over eyeshadow brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this Crystalline, so that's the bright white. I'm going to put it right in the inner corner. I show you guys this like every single time, but look at what a difference it makes. It makes such a big difference in that inner corner rather than it being so dark. So a little bit in the inner corner to brighten that up. And then also a little bit right underneath my eyebrow bone, right here. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit, Crystalline right here, right underneath my brow bone. And that's just gonna really help to distinguish where your eyebrow is and where your eyeshadow is. I keep trying to learn these looks. My hand is just too heavy. Eyes turn out too dark. Ooh, okay, so Anne-Marie, add so much less. I had so much trouble with that at first too. Literally just dab it in there like one time and put a little on. And then if you need more, you can always add more, but it's harder to take it away once you already add it. So that would be my biggest tip, is just barely touch any in and blend it out. And if you need to add more, you always can. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this color right here in the middle. It's called Stormy. And it's a little bit darker, but it has some glitter in there, and I'm going to put that right over the top. So I love a good shimmery eye, and the reason I like to do matte before shimmer is because I find that the shimmer, it hides anything that you might have screwed up. So let's say you didn't quite blend it all the way through with the matte, then add a little shimmer over the top and you're never going to be able to know, just because the light kind of catches it different, so it glistens in different light, and it just makes it hides all those imperfections. So if you're new to eyeshadows, or you're like, I don't really know what to do with the eyeshadows, I don't really feel comfortable, try the shimmers out, because I find that they blend a lot easier. They're easier to hide mistakes. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but the shimmers or the sparkles make me look like I have wrinkles in my eyes. And I mean, absolutely that may happen to you, but I think it's so much easier to learn with shimmer shadows. My suggestion to you too is, if you feel like you have wrinkly eyeshadows or eyelids, 1, eye primer is going to help. 2, an eye cream is going to help tremendously during your skincare routine, but you can also use the deep wrinkle filler on your eyelid to help just kind of poof up any of those little spots that you might have that are super wrinkly. So if you do have that, definitely try out some deep wrinkle filler up there. You can use deep wrinkle filler anywhere too. You can put it on your forehead, you can put it in your like smile lines, you can put it anywhere on your face, like literally anywhere. It's awesome. It's awesome stuff. Okay, next what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a little bit of the Smoky Quartz, which is right here with the all over eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna put that one right in the middle of my eyelid. So this is really going to highlight the middle of my eyelid, brighten it up a little bit. Shanna, yes, you just got the deep wrinkle filler. Good. Okay, I can't wait to hear what you think about it. The other thing, another cool little tip for the deep wrinkle filler is you can also put it on your lips, and it's supposed to help plump them a little bit. So you know how that's been a fad I don't know if you guys remember, but I remember it was a fad for people to like put things around their lips and they would suck on it, and then all of a sudden their lips would be really big. Like, do you guys remember that happening? I remember that happening, I think, when I was in like high school. It was a long time ago. But anyway, so lip plumpers have been around for a while, but the deep wrinkle filler, if you put that on your lips, it does plump them a little bit. So there's another little hidden tip for you. Okay, next what I'm going to do is right now I'm going to leave that top of my eyelid all alone. I really like the way that that gray is blended. I think it's light enough that I don't feel like it's too dark or anything like that, because I don't love dark eye makeup or dark anything really. I like a lighter makeup, but to add just a little bit extra dark, I'm going to take this shadow right here with my smudger brush and I'm going to put it right underneath my eye. And this is just going to help to kind of highlight my eye a little bit, open it up a little bit more. There you go. Now you can kind of see. So that is with it and that is without. I think it just adds a little bit more and it makes it just a little bit more dramatic. Okay, boom. All done there. Now what I'm going to do next is one last look at all the shadows that we just used, and those are also, this is the contour and the highlight that I used earlier. All right, next up, I've got lashes and lips to do. Lashes and lips. Let's start with, I guess we can start with lips, because I did put on the primer and it looks a little goofy because it's a little white, so I feel like my lips might look like they're a little dead. So we can go ahead and do the lips first and then I'll get to the lashes. So tonight what I'm doing is I'm going to be using the red lip liner and also the iconic lip gloss. So I already put on my lip primer. And now I'm going to put on my lip liner. I'm using the red color. So what I like to do first is I like to outline my lips first. I'm not going to talk through this because whenever I talk, I make a mistake and the red is dangerous. So we can't talk during the red. But I'll show you how I like to put on my lip liner. I outline first and then I fill everything in and then I'm going to put the lip gloss over the top. So here we go. Okay, so first, got the line underneath. Now I'm going to go right up above. Hey, you guys. Hello, Michaela. Okay, so these little guys here, I always kind of start here when I go up to the upper lip, just because I feel like these little points, they're so important. So we really have to I try to get those first and make sure that they're even first. So go ahead and drop in the comments, do you wear red lips? Do you wear red lips? Put it in the comments for me while I'm doing this because I can't talk. All right, so now they're nice and outlined. Now I can go ahead and start filling in. Okay, I'll come back to the upper part here in just a minute. All right, we're getting there. Okay, so Renee says yes, she does. Dana does. No, I can never find a good red lip color. I don't wear any lipstick. I don't think it looks good on me. I know what you mean. I feel like that too sometimes. I think that they look great on others. Okay, so yeah, red lips is not my thing. It's never really been my thing. I don't love dark lipstick, but it can be really fun for special occasions. So I find that I love to wear a nice bright lip or a nice red lip for maybe like a wedding or a fun occasion. Not necessarily every day. For every day, I love a good like tinted moisturizer, like our Subtly You, the sheer lipstick or something along those lines. So the red is definitely for special occasions for me, I would say. But I love that some of you have been, Renee and Dana, you guys rock a red lip. I love it. I'm going to challenge the rest of you to try out a bright color of some sort, just some sort. Yes, Anne-Marie, I am getting out of my comfort zone. You're absolutely right. All right, so now I'm going to fix this up real quick. Okay. Okay, then I always like to make sure I get kind of right here to make sure that they do not, it doesn't like bleed anywhere or get all over. Yes, Tracy, oh my gosh, now you're hearing my dog. So I was telling you about my monster dog, and now you get to hear him bark. So you guys love him. I know you do. Okay, so the one thing about red lips is it does make your teeth look white. So if that's your goal, it definitely does do that. All right, next I'm going to put on a little bit of this Iconic red lip gloss. I love our lip glosses because they have vitamin E in them, so they keep your lips really moisturized. This is also going to fill in any cracks that I may have missed with the lip liner. Okay, so again, this is called Iconic Red. Iconic Red lip gloss with the red lip liner. So what do you think? Do you like the lips? Do you like the eyeshadow? We're almost done. I just have the finishing touches now of the lashes. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna first put on my lash primer because the lash primer has vitamin E in it as well. So it's gonna make your lashes grow nice and long. It's also going to keep the mascara on your lips, which is huge. And we always, oh my gosh, not on your lips, on your lashes, not your lips. We don't want your mascara on your lips. Okay. So I just like to do one good coat of this lash primer first. And then next, I'm going to curl my lashes. If you want a lash curler, you just need to let me know. I do, I think I have a couple left. They don't have them online anymore, but I can grab them for you. I think I only have a couple left though. So I do love a good lash curler. It just makes a really big difference. It curls your lashes so that you don't have, the mascara is not working so hard to curl them. Okay, your eyeshadow is very nice. What colors again? So let me show you one more time. So these are the colors. I'm going to post this afterwards too so that you can find all the colors that I used tonight. But here I used Shadow is the darkest one that I used. And then Stormy. Right here is Granite. I actually did not use Granite tonight in my color combination, but it is a great color to mix with the rest of them. And then Smoky Quartz I used, Cashmere Haze, and Crystalline. So those are the colors that I used, and I'll post, I have a little flyer all made up for you that I'll post down in the comments, so then if you want to order anything, you can look right on there. And my link is up above too, so if you want to order off my link, it's right up in the description. All right, now this is Lash Intensity Mascara, which is pretty darn bomb. I love the Lash Intensity Mascara. It lengthens and it volumizes at the same time. All right, well, you guys are watching right now. I would love for you to put in the comments, which look have you liked the most so far? So far out of all the looks that I've done. I've done the chocolate look. I've done chocolate, roses, and smoky. Out of those three, which one has been your favorite so far? Chocolate, roses, or smoky? And if you did miss them, you can catch them all here on Facebook, or you can actually go to my YouTube channel as well. If you do go over to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you're here on Facebook, make sure that you do like this channel because I love having you guys come back with me every week. I do a live every single Thursday at around 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I always love to have you guys tune in with me when I come live. I always get mascara on my eyeshadow when I apply it. Oh, I know exactly what you mean. So it has taken me so much practice not to do that. But I feel like my biggest tip to you is to try to get the bristles as close to the eye line, so as close to your waterline as possible. But then I kind of almost, I go a lot slower. Once I do get them to the waterline, I just kind of like go really slow outwards because I think that's what causes a lot of I'm trying to explain this the best way I can. A lot of the messiness that we get on top of our eyelids. I think a lot of it is because we're trying to move so quickly. And especially mascara, I find it's like the one step where I'm like, oh my gosh, this takes so long. It takes so long. So as I'm applying it, I get lazier and I get sloppier. And all of a sudden, that's when I hit the top of my eyelid. So my recommendation would be get as close to the waterline as you can and go a little bit slower. That's would be my recommendation. I do wear contacts. Okay, let me see. Do you wear contacts? I don't wear mascara because I wear contacts and sometimes it bothers my eyes. Yes, so I do wear contacts. And the mascara as well as our oil-free eye makeup remover, they're all ophthalmologist approved. So they're all totally okay and they work for people who have contacts in their eyes. And I would say the biggest thing is for you, so I'm going to tell you the opposite of what I just told Mary. I would get a little bit further away from your eyes when you're starting, especially if you're starting to wear mascara for the first time in a long time and you have contacts in. You can kind of start a little bit off your eyeline base so that it's, just start a little bit towards the ends, and then you can work your way in as you get a little bit more comfortable. So mascara is one of those things that when I finally wanted to learn how to wear mascara, I was like, how do I learn how to wear mascara? Everybody just does it. But those would be my best tips for doing mascara for those different circumstances. So hopefully that helps somebody out there. But my look is all done, so I hope you guys liked this look. The bright red lips, again, are the red lip liner and the iconic lip gloss. The eyeshadows that I used tonight, I used Shadow, Smoky Quartz, Cashmere Haze, and Crystalline. And then for my cheeks, I used Latte and Glazed as the highlighter. So that's my whole makeup look. For my mascara, I used the Lash Intensity Mascara. But like I said, if you did not tune in to my other lives, you definitely can go back and catch them next week. I will be back for the last week of January. I'm going to be showing a champagne look, which will be all golds and sparklies and pretty colors. So make sure you tune into that too. And I just saw your comment where you said, I'm so jealous of your lashes. So I have been diligent about taking care of my lashes, I would say, for the last about 3 to 4 years. And the two biggest things that I can recommend are the oil-free eye makeup remover, because it does actually have an ingredient in there that's going to help your eyelashes grow as well. And the lash primer, which has vitamin E in it. So that's going to really help your lashes grow. So a lot of times we don't know it, but other brands' mascaras have a lot of chemicals in them and bad things that we just don't want on our eyelashes. So the mascara that Mary Kay has is mostly made up of beeswax and water. So know that it's a lot more healthy. It's a lot more on the organic side, and it will make your eyelashes grow over time. So it definitely did not happen overnight. I did not just grow long lashes overnight, but I would say the mascara that I'm using, also throwing it away when you need to. So mascara only lasts for 3 months, and then it's got to be ditched because the bacteria grows in there and we don't want to put that bacteria on our eyes. So mascara out every 3 months, but using a good mascara, the lash primer, and oil-free eye makeup remover. Those are my biggest and best tips for anybody looking to grow their eyelashes out. So hopefully you found this really beneficial and you enjoyed this video tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. If you want my February beauty box, real quick, let me tell you that my February beauty box is now available. I just updated my website, so I'll post the link down below so you can click on it and purchase. The February box, the theme is love, and it's going to be really awesome. I made it not too long ago, and I packed it all up, and it's really, really awesome, I promise. So I know you're going to love it. So the Love Box is now out, and the deadline to order is February 10th. So make sure you grab yours before then. And Cindy, great question. The lash primer needs to be tossed every, I would say, between 3 to 6 months. I lean more on the 6-month side because it is not a dark, let me just show you. This is like black, dark. It's going to hold all the bacteria, where the lash primer, you're not using as much, or and also you can see that it is a little bit lighter in there, so it's not that dark space that's harboring all that bacteria. If you're super conscious of it, then yes, I would say probably more towards the 3 months. If you're trying to save money, I don't think that it's going to hurt you. I know I wait for about 6 months when I swap this out, maybe closer to 5 months. It just depends. But anyway, great question. So I hope that this helps somebody out there, and I hope you guys tune in with me next week as well for the champagne look. Make sure you leave a comment and let me know as you guys are watching this, if you're watching live or on the replay. So thank you for tuning in with me, and I'll see you back next Thursday. Bye.